Hello hookers. Okay, next little flower tutorial. Okay, this one will be for this little vintage one, which is just so darn cute with these little wispy chain petals. Okay, I'm gonna do it in one color just for the sake of the video, but certainly you could mix and match. So you start this one with a magic loop. And I know there's a tutorial for that, so I'm just gonna keep going. So your magic loop, I'll slow down. When you make it and you bring up your yarn, that becomes your first chain, right? That one right there. So all you're gonna do once you have that chain is you're gonna go ahead and do 8 single chains into your circle of your magic loop. And as I've mentioned before, is every so often, so like let's say I just did 4 single crochets, you go ahead and pull down on your tail to start to close the circle. So we'll just do 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, like you could do 10 in the center, whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to show you with 8, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then what you do is you go ahead and pull your tail to close the center, and you get that nice little cute button. And then I'm going to close the whole thing by slip stitching into the very first chain and pulling through onto the loop on my hook. And then I have this cute super duper button, which I mean, you could use alone for so many different things, right? Okay, now here's where I could change colors, but I'm not going to just because of the sake of the video. But here's where you could clip your yarn here, pull your loop through, and then you can tie in on the back of your little center later. But we're just gonna keep going. So all you do, brace yourself for how easy this is you make a chain, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna do chain 7, but you could do anything you want, okay? And then I'm gonna take my hook and I'm gonna go right back into the stitch where I made the chain. And I'm gonna slip stitch and pull up, okay? Then in the very next stitch, I'm gonna slip stitch and do the same thing. That's it. That's how you make these petals. I'm gonna chain 7, okay? I'm gonna slip stitch right back, see? Right back in to where I made the chain. It's that same stitch, and bring up a slip stitch right onto the loop of my hook. And then in the very next stitch, slip and do my chain again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whoopee, and then go right back in. I'm making a slip stitch. You get really good at slip stitches. And then in my next stitch, I slip stitch and I chain up again, and so on. And there you have these super duper cutie pie little wispy chains. And you can imagine, you can do these really small. You can just chain 3 and then you have this little baby cutie flower, or you can chain super long. You can also change the color in between each one. Sounds complicated, it's not. We do it just the regular way that we change color, okay? So there you have it. It's just a little wispy chain petal. That's what it's called, because you're making the petals with the chain stitch. And that's it.